The worst thing about being stranded in deep space isn't the cold, or the silence, or even the knowledge that rescue won't come. It's the loneliness. So when my shuttle was pulled into the gravity well of an uncharted moon, I wasn't thinking of death. I was thinking that maybe, just maybe, this moon had something alive on it. Anything. Of course, I didn't expect them. The moon was dark, a dim sphere of volcanic plains and jagged ridges. My crash landing sent me tumbling through black ash until the shuttle finally skidded to a halt. Systems dead. Comms fried. Supplies low. My helmet visor cracked, letting in bitter cold. I staggered out into the night, watching the red glow of magma rivers far in the distance. At first, nothing moved, not even the air. It felt like walking through an abandoned world. But then, flashes of blue light appeared on the horizon. Not lightning. Signals. Shapes emerged from the darkness. Tall, armored figures with glowing markings and luminescent eyes. Their movements were sharp and disciplined. Their silhouettes screamed soldiers. I raised my hand slowly. Greetings? They surrounded me instantly. One of them jabbed a spear-like weapon toward my chest, its tip humming with energy. I come in peace. I tried. The soldier snarled something in a language like cracking stone. Then another voice cut through the air, a smooth, commanding voice that froze the other's mid-movement. Stand down. The soldier stepped aside. She approached through the fog of ash, tall, radiant in bioluminescent armor, her long mantle flowing behind her like living flame. Her skin glowed faintly, her eyes brighter than any star in this dead sky. Every soldier bowed deeply. She was unmistakably their leader, their queen. Her gaze locked onto mine, as if reading every thought in my head. And then, in flawless English, she spoke. You are the human they detected entering our star's outer orbit. That would be me, I said. She moved closer. Too close, leaning near my helmet's cracked visor. Her voice dropped to a whisper that sent shivers down my spine. Just one night, human. I blinked. I'm sorry, what? You will stay within my stronghold for one night, she said, straightening. For your safety and ours.
Ah.
Not the meaning I thought.
Right.
Shelter.
Yes.
Please. The queen turned, her mantle glowing brighter. Bring him. The soldiers guided me toward a colossal fortress carved into the volcanic rock. If the outside world was dead, this place was alive, filled with humming energy crystals, glowing sigils, and alien architecture that twisted like metal grown from the earth. Inside, everything vibrated with power. And with danger. The queen led me into a vast chamber adorned with banners depicting stars being split in two. Human, she said, stepping into the light, you have arrived on the eve of war.
Great.
Stranded on a moon in the middle of an alien conflict.
Classic me.
Middle. My name is Queen Sereth Valis, she said, sovereign of the Lemurian Dominion. And you, alone, unarmed, fragile, are a complication. Fragile. I protested. I survived a crash landing. She tilted her head, unimpressed. Your species is interesting. Soft, but inventive. Thanks, I said. A faint smile tugged at her lips, though I couldn't tell if it was amusement or pity. She gestured for me to follow her across a balcony, overlooking the molten plains outside. In one night, she said, this moon will be attacked by the Crawl, our sworn enemies for generations. Let me guess, I said. They're not fans of visitors either? They devour visitors, she replied calmly. So, definitely not fans. Correct. She stepped closer, lowering her voice again. That is why you must stay within our inner fortress for night. If the Crawl detect you, They will use you against us, or consume you outright. My spine tingled. Okay. Staying inside sounds great. She turned toward me fully, her eyes glowing a deep, burning violet. Good. Because until dawn, human, you are under my personal protection. Her soldiers stiffened at the declaration. Apparently, this was a very big deal. Your personal protection?
I asked. For one night, she said.
No more. Why only one? Because your arrival has complicated our defenses enough already, she said. You radiate unfamiliar energy signatures. It confuses our sensors.
Great.
I was messing up alien radar. I ran a hand through my hair. Look, I don't want to cause trouble. I just need help repairing my shuttle. Your shuttle is beyond repair. I froze. You're sure? She looked at me with something like sympathy. I scanned the wreck myself. My chest tightened. Stranded. Truly stranded. Sareth stepped forward, placing a glowing hand on my suit, her touch surprisingly warm. You will not die here, she said. If you survive the night, I will send a vessel to escort you back to human territory. I exhaled deeply. Thank you. But, she added sharply, you must obey me until sunrise. I can do that.
Good.
She turned away. Then come. She led me into what looked like a war room. Holographic maps flickering, soldiers discussing troop positions, energy crystals pulsing like artificial hearts. Sareth stood at the center, issuing commands with a regal calm. But every few minutes, her eyes drifted to me, observing, judging, calculating. At one point she approached again. Human, what is your name?
Ethan.
Ethan, she repeated slowly. A soft name for a hard creature. Are you complimenting me or insulting me? Both.
Fair.
Suddenly, alarms blared. The ground shook. Outside, streaks of red light shot across the sky. The crawl had arrived early. Saretha's eyes narrowed. Battle positions. The fortress erupted into motion. She grabbed a spear-like weapon from a nearby rack. The blade hummed with searing energy. Soldiers rushed to barricades, manned cannons, activated shimmering shields over the stronghold. The queen turned to me. Stay behind me. If you wander, you will die. Not planning to wander, I assured her. She led me to a vantage point overlooking the battlefield. What I saw drained the blood from my face. Crawl warriors, towering beasts clad in bone armor, charged across the plains. Their skin was charcoal black and cracked like volcanic stone. Their mouths were filled with jagged crystal teeth. They carried no weapons. They were weapons. Sareth twirled her spear. For one night, human, she whispered again. You will remain alive. I promise this. She charged, and the battle exploded. Energy blasts streaked through the air. The ground shook. Crawl leaped onto the battlements. Lemurian soldiers fought with glowing blades, their bodies illuminated with combat energy. Sareth was a whirlwind of motion, faster, fiercer, more precise than any soldier. She moved like liquid light, carving through Crawl with impossible grace. But I wasn't useless. A Crawl warrior broke through the line, charging straight toward her back. Sareth, behind you, I shouted. She spun instantly, slicing the creature down, but another one lunged at me. I dove, grabbing a discarded Lemurian weapon, more like a pulse baton than a gun. I activated it accidentally, sending a blast of blue force that hurled the Crawl backward.